Hey, what's up guys? It's me, Destiny, and welcome back to another episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. So I had literally recorded 40 minutes of this game, and none of it recorded. So, I'm redoing it because, I want you guys to have fun with it. I obviously don't want to skip a massive part, especially since it's the first poem, session, and yeah. I hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure you give it a like, subscribe. I'm going to say that at the beginning of the video, just to get that out there, because making these videos are hard. I'm going to show my poem to Sayori first. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend, after all. Oh my goodness! This is so good, Kat. Eh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Yuri, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a cat poem. And it makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs a sheet of paper against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm staying in front of you in the club room. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That would be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kiss my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come and play? Or you trust me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. Spoken like a true poet. Sayori, it's just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No! Just a little bit? You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah, I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. You get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. Guess that it might be after reading it, though. Ah, so it's not that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. I think most noticeable thing I recognize in your writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is both style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is instantly gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even the simplest poem. Not finding them and building them and getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? No. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. Also, I write my own poems and write songs and stuff, and if you guys would like me to start reading my poems, like a video or something, please do leave a comment on this one, this video, telling me whether or not you want to do that, because I am totally up for it. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to yourself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. Is it Natsuki or Natsuki? I'd love to share my process behind it. I'd call her Natsuki. Not Natsuki, but I call her Natsuki, so I don't know. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The trend rails of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last and remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. That's really deep. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Yeah? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it was short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. Now be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, this story isn't about a ghost at all, Kat. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than just tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps, the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, linking in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more Solomon putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy you think of that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. Guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Who should I show my poem to next? Hi, Kat. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid of bringing things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. Much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Kat. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? It's the sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, you may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also similarities that you wouldn't expect. When she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. You know what I just thought about? What if I typed my name in as Monika, and Monika was talking to Monika? That'd be kind of funny, like the same spelling and everything. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So, I think it's kind of the vibe that I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But, in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy could enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. The best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone may be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction this spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. I wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. See, now that I play the game myself, and I'm not just watching someone else play the game, I can kind of feel the not the tension of the game, but I can feel why people were saying certain things, I can feel her evilness, her radiation of evil. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I kind of had an epiphany recently. So kind of influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it kind of comes off strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip for the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you never make any progress. Just force yourself to write something down on paper and tidy it up a bit later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotion. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. It's not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Yeah. I told you you weren't gonna like it. Like it? I like it. I can't even read. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people didn't even take my writing seriously. But isn't it the point of poems to express themselves? Your rap style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read but hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. I set up for a rhyme at the end, but it made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did, I guess, more went into it than I realized. That's what I means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. I didn't expect it from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. Decided to humor her with the last comment. I didn't really care how old everyone was, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. Maya is then on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange the paper, sharing their respective poems. And as they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows, fear, and frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively turns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Kat did, too. So based on that, I gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a lot of time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Kat liked my poem too, you know. She even told me she was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Kat appreciates my advice more than she appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know she doesn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Kat started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Both girls suddenly turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Kat, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making all your problems all convoluted for no reason? The main should jump out the reader, not force them not to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Kat. Oh wait, there's a reason that we have many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning them most effectively. Avoiding them is not necessarily limiting to yourself, it's also a waste. Do you understand that, right, Kat? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like it's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me, so of course it's going to be Sayori, I need help. Suki, he grabs me, drying up all the words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri... But Yuri's expression is so defensive that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Yeah? Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How could you two keep up the fighting when you're near making your friend feel like this? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being, she would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along, be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well... Also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are just the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Yuri stands triumphantly. Myonically, yes. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess it just means Sayori's amazing in her own way, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get hurt herself. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiled sweetly, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little bit more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How do y'all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun! Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Kat, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I do learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems that everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I'll nod to myself with newfound determination. Kat! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go! Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Yuri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Yuri! That would happen earlier. Eh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, doesn't that kind of stuff happen often? No. That was maybe the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion, that's all. I can see why they made good friends with you. Phew. You know, Kat, it's nice that I get to spend some time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught to this kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. So, alone. Hopeless. And that was what I'm doing for Sayori. Do you? Laugh. She likes simple words, so forgive, sadness, grief. I got most of it to Sayori, so another day passes, time for coming already. Anyways, I'm going to save this episode. Save this episode here. Oops. I'm gonna save this episode here, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys in the next one.